All right, let's dive into the world of video editing. Today, we're going to break down how you can get that professional, high-end look without spending a dime. We'll be using a super powerful and totally free tool called CapCut to show you how to build an editing style that really makes you stand out. You know, when you watch top creators like Iman Gaji or Ali Abdaal, what is it that really hooks you? It's not just the information they're sharing, right? It's how they present it. Their secret weapon, as this slide points out, is a totally unique and captivating editing style. That's the real difference maker. So that brings us to the big question. How do you get that same level of polish and professionalism without having to shell out hundreds of dollars for fancy software? Well, stick around, because that is exactly what we're going to show you how to do. Here's our game plan. We're going to start by building your creative toolkit. Then, we'll get into the fundamental pillars of animation, unlock some seriously cool advanced effects. And finally, we'll talk about making that jump from just being a technician to becoming a true video artist. Okay, let's get into it. Section 1, sourcing your creative arsenal. And this is so important. Pro-level editing doesn't actually begin when you open the software. Nope. It starts with finding and organizing all the high-quality assets you're going to need. So the very first thing the pros do is organize everything. You separate your main footage, that's your A-roll, maybe you talking to the camera, from your B-roll, which is all the other clips you use to make things visually interesting. After that, it's all about sourcing the good stuff, stock video, icons, and emojis. Now, when you're looking for assets, you've basically got two paths, and this slide shows the trade-off. Free sites like Mixkit are an awesome place to start, but you have to be super careful and check the license for every single clip. On the flip side, a paid service like Storyblocks gives you incredible quality and peace of mind, but it'll cost you. It's all about knowing your options. But okay, listen up, because these are the real game-changing hacks. There's an amazing trick with Canva Pro. You go to a premium site like iStock, find a clip you love, copy its title, and then just paste that title into the search bar on Canva Pro. A lot of the time, you'll find the exact same clip for free. It's wild. And for icons and emojis, just ditch the boring yellow ones. Use FreePic for cool icon packs and Google for awesome 3D animated emojis to make your videos pop. All right, so you've got all your assets ready to go. Now we can actually open up CapCut and dive into what I call the 3 pillars of animation. Once you master these 3 concepts, layers, blending modes, and keyframes, you can pretty much create any effect you can dream of. First up, layers. The easiest way to think about these is just like stacking clear sheets of plastic on top of each other. Whatever you put on the top sheet is what everyone sees first. It's that simple. In CapCut, your main video is the bottom, and every time you hit overlay, you're just adding another sheet to the stack. Next, we have blending modes, and this is where the real magic starts to happen. A blending mode basically changes how the pixels on 2 different layers mix together. So for example, you can make text seem like it's part of the background video instead of just sitting on top of it. It's an incredibly powerful way to make your graphics feel way more integrated. And that brings us to the most important tool of them all, keyframes. All a keyframe does is act like a little marker. It tells the computer, hey, at this exact moment, I want this object to be this size in this position. That's it. And if you want to create any kind of movement, all you need is at least 2 of these markers. Okay, let's walk through a super simple example. Let's say we drop a logo right in the center of our screen at the very beginning of our clip. Then we add our first keyframe. Boom! We've just told the computer to remember the logo's exact size and position at second 0. Now we scrub forward on our timeline to the 5-second mark. We take that same logo, we shrink it down, and we move it to the top left corner. The moment we do that, CapCut is smart enough to automatically add a second keyframe for us, locking in this new size and position. So, how did it get from the center of the screen to the corner? Well, this is the best part. The software does all the heavy lifting. It automatically calculates and creates the smooth animation between those 2 points you set. And just like that, you're an animator. And this leads to a really simple rule of thumb for your timing. If you want a slow, smooth, gradual animation, just place your keyframes far apart from each other on the timeline. If you want something fast, sharp, and snappy, you just squeeze them closer together. It's really that easy. Okay, so you've nailed the fundamentals, layers, blending, and keyframes. Now we can really start to build on that foundation. It's time to unlock some of those more advanced effects, the magic tricks that'll have people wondering, how in the world did you do that? So here are 3 tools that will immediately level up your videos. First, masking. This lets you do those super cool reveals, like making text appear out of thin air. Then there's background removal. It's a one-click wonder that lets you put yourself in literally any location. And camera tracking? Oh man, this is a game changer. It can lock onto your face or any object and create these perfectly smooth camera moves automatically. And just look at the difference on this slide. This is the incredible power of color grading. Using a tool called HSL, you can target one specific color and change it. See how that flat, boring shot becomes this rich, cinematic scene? You're not just fixing colors, you're creating a professional mood and a signature style for your video. So we've covered a ton of technical skills, but the last piece of this puzzle, and honestly the most important one, is about moving beyond just knowing which buttons to press. It's about developing the mindset of an artist. This quote right here says it all. Your most powerful editing tool is your own imagination. Never limit yourself because you think an effect is too complicated. If you can picture it in your head, I promise you, there's a way to create it. The how is always just a quick search away. So what does a unique style actually look like in the real world? This breakdown is perfect. Look at Ali Abdaal. He built his entire style around this paper theme. Iman Gaji, it's all about those clean 2D motion graphics. They didn't master 100 different effects. They just picked a few key elements and built a recognizable brand around them. At the end of the day, that's what this is all about. Editing is storytelling. You now have the tools, you have the mindset, you have everything you need. The only question left is the one right there on your screen. What story will you create?